this is Abhishek from GadgetShoes.com, and today we have the LG G2 Mini at Mobile World Congress at the LG booth. Mobile World Congress 2014 is there. We are already here and we are covering other devices as well from LG, and this is the first device which we are seeing. LG G2 Mini, as far as specifications are concerned, it comes with 1.7 GHz processor. It also comes with a 1.2 GHz quad-core processor. So both of these two processor versions which we have on this device are available for this device, and it is going to come to India as well in both of these configurations. So the configuration which is going to come to India before the other one, the first one is going to be the 1.2 GHz Cortex-A7, and it is a Snapdragon 400 chipset. So it is the same chipset which we have seen on Moto G. Moto G is already selling in India at a very right price, and it is a very good price as far as specifications is concerned. This device, on the other hand, has followed the same design which we have seen on the LG G2. So in terms of the overall design and the look and feel and the form factor, this device is definitely very good. It has a kind of a matte finish back cover which again cannot be removed, with a texturized design. You have the volume locker over here, the same way which you have seen on the LG G2. So LG G2 Mini also has the same kind of placement. You have the chrome finish power and sleep key. You have the camera over here. When we talk about the camera on this device, the camera at the back side is a 13 megapixel camera, whereas on the front it is an 8 megapixel camera. And I think both of the cameras support autofocus. When we talk about the battery is 2440 mAh battery which we have on this device. So that is the battery specification. This device has pretty good hardware specification, I would say. When it comes to the chipset is MSM8226. When we talk about the GPU is Adreno 305 GPU which we have on this device. When it comes to the front camera is a 1.3 megapixel camera, can also record high definition video at 720p, whereas the rear camera can record video at 1080p. So the rear camera on this device is either a 13 megapixel or an 8 megapixel camera as per the configuration. So if you opt for a 1.7 gigahertz configuration, as you can see, you will get a 13 megapixel camera at the back. If you opt for 1.2 gigahertz processor configuration, then it will get 8 megapixel camera at the back. So this is how the camera will change as far as the rear is concerned. This is the LTE version which we have as of now, but the same one we will get in India as well as far as the look and feel is concerned. When we talk about other features, you have knock port supported, plug and play, clip tray, guest mode also supported on this device. The battery on this device is 2440 milliampere hour battery which you will get with this device. As far as other specifications are concerned, when it comes to the storage on this device is going to be 8 GB, and we will just show you how much of that is actually available. You have 1 GB of RAM, and you also have got a micro SD card slot. So I don't know where the micro SD card slot is. So it does have a micro SD memory card slot at the back of this back cover, which can be removed, and I would like to correct this. It can be removed. Once you remove the back cover, you can actually put in the SIM card into this phone as well as the micro SD memory card. And again, we cannot show you as of now because it is secured because of this lock over here. So we cannot remove the back cover. As far as the loudspeaker is concerned, we do have loudspeaker on this device at the bottom, which are again looking good, as you can see. So they look good in terms of the overall placement. I would say the loudness as well is also good as far as the loudspeaker is concerned at the back side. On the top you have the IR blaster. Over here you have the secondary microphone for noise cancellation. You have a 3.5mm audio jack. On this side you have no buttons, nothing. You have a nice silver finish grill which actually makes the edges look good and quite premium in terms of build quality, and it resembles the kind of design which we have seen on LG G Pro earlier. So it has almost got the same design which we have seen on that one, at least on the edges. Apart from that, it has followed the LG G2 design because it is the LG G2 Mini. So that is how it has actually followed the design principle. When it comes to features, you have geotagging, face detection, panorama, HDR mode as well on this device. Now let me just show you the phone UI. So this is how the UI look like, and again the UI is same as we have seen on the LG G2. In terms of the form factor and the weight, I would like to say that the weight of this device is a little bit lighter, and you can easily feel it one hand because you can easily hold the device in one hand as well. When it comes to the display, it has got 4.7-inch IPS QHD display, that is 916 to 540 is the resolution of the display, and again at this resolution you get a pixel density of around 234 pixels per inch, which is definitely a good thing, and you won't notice any kind of pixelation on this display. As as far as the display quality is concerned, the display is pretty good in terms of the colors. Again, not too good as if you compare it to the LG G2, but it is an IPS LCD display, so it will give you pretty good viewing angles. Not that great as you have seen on LG G2, but pretty good, as you can see. When it comes to the applications, these are all the applications which will come pre-installed, as you can see. Let's go into the settings and take a look over the version of Android. So the version of Android which is running on this device is, let me just show you the version of Android. So the version of Android which is running on the device is 4.4.2. So you have KitKat preloaded on this device, which is definitely a good thing. Let me just show you the hardware configuration. So if you just come back from the hardware, because it doesn't have much as far as hardware config is concerned. But if we take a look over the other settings over here, let's first of all take a look over the storage scenario. So the storage, as of now, the storage which we have on this device is 8 GB, and out of 8 GB, around 3.87 GB is available. Out of that, we have around 1.02 GB available. You do have support for micro SD memory card, but the inbuilt storage which is available on the device is not too high. That is something which you can say. The RAM on the device is 1 GB, and let me just show you how much of that is actually available. So this is the current scenario. Out of 1 GB of RAM, 583 MB of RAM is being used. We have 280 MB of RAM which is free, which is a good thing. When we take a look over the other devices options, you have one-handed operation supported on this device, you have gesture supported. So in all, this device looks like a decent device as far as hardware specifications is concerned. This will come to India in April or May, we are not sure, but by April end it should come to India. It is a Snapdragon 400 chipset, so it will chipset device, so it will directly compete with the Moto G, which is there in the market, which is competitively priced. And again, this device is definitely going to be highly priced as compared to that one. It should be priced in between 20 to 25,000 to be precise, but again, we cannot confirm as of now where it will come and what will be the price. But this device looks like a decent device in terms of the overall features. The design you get at this price point is amazing on this phone. So let me just take a look over the overall camera quality of this device. Let me just take a photo as of now in this artificial light. How does the camera actually perform? We will get to know. So we have just taken this photo, as you can see. And let me just preview this photo in gallery. And this is how the photo looks like. And again, the photo looks good in terms of the overall colors, I would say. In terms of details, it is not that good. As you can see good amount of noise in these photos, especially whenever you zoom in. But in all, in this screen, the photo looks good, and if you actually hold the camera in the right way, the details will also come good. But again, it is not that good in terms of the quality as we have seen on the G2. So it is definitely not that great, but pretty okay for a device like this. Again, let me just show you the front camera UI as well, so that you can get an idea about the front camera. So let me just toggle to the front camera. So this is how the view will look like from the front camera. It looks pretty good and looks decent. You can do a good quality video chat from the front camera. That's all from us as far as the quick hands-on review of the LG G2 Mini. We really like this device as far as the initial impressions are concerned. We really like the design of the device. The hardware is also good. The UI is responsive. There is no lag which we can notice on this device as of now. 1 GB of RAM is quite sufficient, and the overall UI feels fluid, and there is no problem as far as the overall UI is concerned. Everything is so good. You do have NFC as well supported on this device. So let's see when it comes to India, at which price it comes to India. We will keep you posted. That's all from us. Thanks for watching this video. This is Abhishek signing off. Do let us know if you have any specific question for this device. We would love to help you. You can like this video if this video helped you by clicking the like button below. You can subscribe to our YouTube video channel for more videos like this by clicking the subscribe button below. Thanks for watching this video. This is Abhishek signing off. Thank you.